Chapter 6, we'll starting with the chapter 6. So yeah, chapter 6 name is wiring system. So in this chapter, wiring system, what we'll learn the different types of wiring, how they are done and where they are used, such type of wiring. So we'll learn them one by one in this chapter. So first we'll see the introduction. What is the introduction? The study of different methods of wiring with respect to application, cost and life. So wiring system depends upon where they are used, application. So if you want to use the wiring or wiring system in VIP bungalows or anything, then we need to do a good quality of wiring. Okay, household wiring, that is regularly used in our homes, that is the household wirings. So they are different, like VIP bungalows wiring, they are different. Okay, and temporary wirings that we have to do, they are different. So temporary wiring means what? The wirings that we do for temporary time or for the small period, that are temporary, they are not permanent, right? So consider example of Ganpati decoration, right? So what we do, the wiring is for short period. Okay, so we cannot do the permanent wiring there, so the wiring is temporary. So the wiring system for that type of wiring is different. Okay, so wiring system consists of conductor, its insulation, its mechanical protection and various accessories such as switches, junction boxes, etc. So whenever we need to do wiring, then we have to take a consider of conductor. We have to consider of conductor, insulation and mechanical property or mechanical protection. Okay, so now we'll see the types that are used for wiring system. So first one is cleat system. Second one is casing and capping. So this may be wooden, or it may be of PVC pipes. Okay. Third one is lead cover system. Fourth one is conduit system. And fifth one, last one is CTS system, that is cap tire sheeted. Okay, so we'll see one by one what is cleat system, casing and capping, lead cover system, conduit system and CTS system. These are the most common methods used. Okay, so now we'll start first with cleat system. Okay, we'll start with the cleat system. So you can see the picture I have inserted. So this is the cleat system. Okay, so we use this cleat system for temporary purposes. So cleat system, you can see the diagram of cleat system. Okay, so here they have given in the diagram top porcelain cover, that is the cover, and bottom porcelain cover. Okay, so now I don't have this cleat system to show you, so it is not available right now. So you can see in the diagram bottom porcelain cover. So this is the bottom part that has to be attached on the wall or anything on the wall, or a batten, wooden batten. Okay, so these cleats are attached, these bottom cleats are attached, and you can see there is some space. Okay, in this space there are two spaces they are provided here. So in these places the wire is placed. So in the next diagram, that is in last picture, you can see there the wires are placed in these two holes. Okay, and then this is covered, or this is covered with this top porcelain cover. So the material used is porcelain, that means it is insulating material. Okay, So we'll read what they have given of the cleat system. So it consists of VIR, vulcanized Indian rubber wires. So they use vulcanized Indian rubber wires gripped between porcelain cleat. So you know this, these are the cleats and these are gripped. Wires are gripped between the porcelain cleat. Fix a binding of screw directly on the wooden beams. So what we have to do, we have to attach this bottom porcelain cover on the wooden beams, or simply in the case of walls, we can also insert them in the walls with the help of screw and a rowel plug. We can attach this cleat. So the cleat wirings tend to look shabby after the time as the wire tends to sag. That means, now consider this is our first cleat. Okay, so this is our first cleat and the wires are this way. So this is the first wire, this is the second wire coming from this cleat, and now the distance here is long. Say this is the second cleat we have attached here. Okay, so then what will happen, this wires will tend to bend downwards, right? So these wires will bend like this downwards, so it will look, they will not look good. Okay, so they will bend down, they will be not in straight line, but they will try to bend down. So what we have to do to avoid this, these cleats must be attached at proper intervals. So if this cleat is here, if one cleat is provided here, second one is provided here, then what will happen? They will not look shabby, or they will not tend to sag. So sag means what? So this is our support and this is our wire. If the wire must be like this wire must be straight line. But what will happen? They tend to go in this position. Okay. So the cleats are fairly close to all together. That means they should be like close to each other. That means they should have proper distance between them. In no case wire should be exposed to injury, moisture or chemical fumes or such run below the water pipes. So they must not be exposed to injury, or they must not be exposed to moisture. Okay. It is used for temporary work. It is very cheap. So cost of this cleat system is very low. They are cheap and they are used for temporary purpose. Okay, so this is all about cleat system. Now moving to the casing and caping. So second one is casing and capping. Okay, so here in the diagram you can see casing. So as I told you, the casing is of two types. That means it may be of wooden type or it may be of plastic type. PVC, that means PVC casing. Okay, so nowadays instead of wooden casing, most of they use PVC casing. Okay, casing and capping is used. So it looks better and wiring work can be done in shorter time. So whatever the wiring work is done with the help of casing and capping, so it looks good. Like they tend to look good than the cleat type. Okay, so these types of casing and capping is used more. So we'll start what they are given the theory of this. So now we'll see what it is exactly. So VIR wires or CTS wires are placed. So you can see the diagram of casing there. So you can see the place to insert the wires. So in that place wire is placed. Our wires of VIR or CTS wires are placed in that gap where you can see the second picture. Okay, so here we can place the wires, and this casing is placed on the wood batten or on the wall. Okay, a good quality teak wood be selected for casing and capping. So we have to select good quality of wood. Okay, we have to select good quality of wood for casing and capping. So casing is usually spaced for the walls and ceiling by means of porcelain distant pieces and is held in position by means of countersunk and screw. That means they are placed, the casing is placed on the wooden batten or all on the walls and also on the ceilings by means of porcelain distance pieces, and they are fitted with the screw. Caping is held, so the caping, that means the cap of these casings, are placed exactly on the position of the casing. So you can see this casing. First what we do, we put the casing on the wall, or we connect the casing on the wall, and after inserting the wires, what we do, we place the capping in the position with the screw on the casing. Okay, so the casing is first done, and then when the wires are putted in, then what we do, we do the capping. Okay, now the casing and caping are given the double coat of shellac varnish. So whenever our wiring is done, then what we do, the casing and caping, we give the double coating of shellac varnish internally. From the inside we give the varnish, and then back end painted or varnished from the outside, and then afterwards we also varnish it from the outside. Okay, the system was originally intended, so the system was first invented and used to separate wires of opposite polarity. So this system first was used for the separation of wires of opposite polarity. So for this casing and caping, highly skilled carpenters is required. Okay, so for the casing and caping, high skilled carpenters are required. Wiring work has to be done carefully. Okay, so this wiring works in the casing and caping has to be done carefully. Neutral wire be run in the separate groove. So you can see in the diagram that they are having the different spaces in between them. So this neutral wire should go through this neutral wire should be given separately. Okay, for this casing and caping, fire risk is more. Okay, so it can catch fire easily, and this system is costly. Clad system was very cheap, and this system is costly. Okay, now moving to the third one, that is a lead covered system. Okay, so you can see the lead covered system diagram. In this system, lead alloyed sheathed wires are used. Means here in this system, what we do, we use lead alloyed sheeted. Why lead? Because this lead, what it does, the lead gives the protection for dampness and atmospheric corrosion to the wiring. So whenever we use lead, what happens? It gives protection from dampness and also atmospheric corrosion. It avoids the corrosion. Okay, the wires are fixed by means of metal clips. Okay, so these wires are placed. So whenever we place the wires, so consider these are wires, and then they are secured with the help of clips. So these are the clips that are used to attach the wires. Okay, so the wires are fixed by means of metal clips spaced at regular intervals directly on the wooden beams or battens. So these clips are placed at the specific interval. Okay, so these clips are placed at specific interval on the wooden batten. So first on the wall there is wooden batten placed. That means there will be the wooden scale, and on that wooden scale what we do, we place these wires, and with the help of clips we attach these wires. Okay, the lead sheet must be earthed. So this lead sheet we should provide earthing, and it must have continuous electrical contact. This is done. Why this is done? This is done to avoid electrolytic action due to leakage current. Okay, which may damage the lead covering. So this is all about the lead covered system. So this system is used in moist places. So this lead covered system is used in moist places. Now moving to the conduit system. Fourth one is conduit system. Okay, so now here in the diagram you can see there is one a pipe-like system, and through this pipe there are the wires coming out. Okay, so in this system insulated conductors are used. That means wires which are insulated that are used. The conduct are usually made up of steel, galvanized iron, pipe. So these conducts are, that means the pipes, these pipes are made up of galvanized iron pipe, or they are also made up of steel. VIR or PVC wires are used. The conduct provide mechanical protection and safety against fire. So the conduct, in this system the fire protection is provided. Okay, the fire, it is fire resistant and it gives mechanical protection. Okay, so it is popular system of wiring for workshops and buildings. So it is popular system of wiring. The conduct can be either buried under the plaster. So this conduct wires, so now consider this is our wall. Okay, so we can directly place this on our walls, or we can bury this under the wall. So this wires or this pipes conduct system is not visible to our eyes if we bury it under the plaster. Okay, so you can see the diagram. So this is the conduct system. Otherwise what we can do, we can bury this under the plaster or can support over the wall. So we can also attach this conduct system over the wall, or what we can do, we can bury this system under the wall with the help of plaster. Okay. Nowadays instead of GI conduct PVC conducts are used. Okay, so now PVC conducts are used. The work is done in the short time in PVC conduct. So when we use the PVC conducts, the work is done very fast. Now we'll see the advantages. So the conduct wiring system has some advantages over the other system. Wiring is protected from direct exposure from atmosphere. So you can see in the diagram. So in the diagram itself, it indicates that wires are inside the pipe, so they are not exposed to atmosphere directly. Okay. Second one is it is protected from mechanical damage and vibrations. Due to this pipe, they are mechanically protected. There is no direct contact of the operators with the wires. So they do not come directly in contact of the operator with the wire. Due to the provision of earthing or conduct, the system and operator is protected from the risk of short circuit. So there is we cannot get shock if the conduct is earthed properly. If the earthing is done, then we are safe. And what are the precautions that we have to take? Use galvanized pipes or PVC pipes. So we have to use galvanized pipes. So you can see in the diagram the pipe. So this pipe must be galvanized or it must be PVC. The pipes be properly supported by clips. So the pipe must be supported by the clips. Earthing must be provided. This is the must. Earthing must be provided. Inspection bend boxes, T's are provided. So I will insert the image. Inspection of bend boxes. Okay, so this is the diagram. Sixth one is work must be done by skilled person. So the work is to be done with the skilled laborers. Okay, while working, the tag must be provided to identify wires. So whenever we do the conduct system wiring, then the wires are inside the conduct. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to give the wiring color coding to each wire. Okay, so that we can identify the wires. So whenever we give the color coding, now consider these are 3 wires. Okay, so how will understand which wire is what, or how will identify the wires? So if we give the color coding, then it will be easy to identify. Okay, now moving to the CTS system, that is cap, tire, sheathed. So now we can see the diagram. This system is reasonably inexpensive with the adequate mechanical protection. that means this system is inexpensive. That means we can afford it with adequate mechanical protection. So this system gives more mechanical protection. It consists of CTS, that means a cap tire sheathed, or TRS, a tough rubber sheathed wires. So this system mainly consists of CTS or TRS wires. The wires are fixed by means of clips directly on the wooden beams or the wooden batten, or you can also place this on the concrete walls also. So these wires are fixed by means of clips. This is very common system used for housing wire. So we use this system for our housing wires. So what precautions that we have to take? Thick wood batten should be used. That means good quality of wood must be used. Clip at distance of 5 meters. So the clip that we provide, that must be of 5 centimeter distance apart. The batten should be supported on porcelain washers on the walls. The batten must be supported on porcelain base. The base should be porcelain, that means it must be insulated, and it should be used for indoor wiring. So we can use this type of wiring for indoor system. Given the comparison of various wiring systems, so you can see the comparison table. Okay, so the first one is a cleat wiring, second is casing and caping, third one is CTS system, lead sheath and conduct system. So we'll see life. First point is life. So how much years these wires can work properly without getting damaged. Okay, so the first point is life. So cleat wires life is short. As I said, as we discussed, they are used for temporary working. So their life is short. Casing and caping fairly long life. They are not short also and they are not long also. CTS system, the life is long. Lead sheathed, the life is also long. Conduct system, very long life. So what is the best for the long life purpose wiring system? Conduct wiring is used for very long life purposes. Cost, so the cleat wire cost is very low. So the cost of cleat wire is low. Casing and caping, it is medium. CTS is also medium. Lead sheet wire, that is also medium. And conduct system, it is high. Application, so where these wires are used. For temporary work, cleat wires are used. Office and houses, casing and caping is used. CTS, housing wiring. So lead sheet, they are used to moist places where there is moisture. We can use this lead sheeted wires. And conduct wires, they are used in work places. Okay, now mechanical protection. So in cleat wiring, there is no mechanical protection provided. Casing and caping, the fair mechanical protection is fair, that is medium, not so good, not so bad. Now moving to CTS system, the mechanical protection is good. Lead, mechanical protection is 0, that is poor. And in conduct, it is very good. So the mechanical protection provided in conduct system is very good from the all other systems. Possibility of fire. So possibility of fire in cleat is nil. Casing and caping, it is a good. CTS system is fire resistant, so it will not catch fire. Lead sheet, it is a fair, and conduct, it is nil. Okay, protection from dampness. So cleat wire, none. Casing and caping, slightly, it gives protection from damping. CTS system, it gives a good protection. Lead, good. And in conduct system, protection from damping, poor. Types of labor required. So the labors required to wiring system of cleat, they must be semi-skilled. For casing and caping, the labor must be highly skilled. CTS, they must be skilled. Lead sheeted, they must be skilled, and for the conduct system, they must be highly skilled. Okay. So what are the points before selecting a wire system? So what are the points that we have to understand before selecting the wiring system? First one is safety. So in workshops, laboratories, factories, etc., wiring be completely protected for mechanical damage and also isolated from the operators. Hence, conduct wiring is preferred. For moist places, lead sheet wiring is done. Okay, so considering the different places and considering the safety purpose, so we can use these wirings in different places. So in workshops, the safety or mechanical damage must be protected. So we use what? We use conduct wiring, and where the moist places are there, we use lead sheeted wiring. Life of wire. So second point is life of wiring. So if you want to use it for temporary purposes, then which wiring will use? Cleat wiring is most economical. Okay. So house wiring, for house wiring, open batten wire is sufficient. For offices, casing and capping wiring is desirable. Okay. Appearance of wiring. So as we discussed, appearance of wiring. So in VIP bungalows or like VIP places, there must be beauty of that nature must be maintained. So there must be no hanging of wires anywhere. So what we do, the wiring should not appear outside the walls. So what we do the wiring inside. The conduit wiring is concealed conduit wiring is done. That means behind the wall, behind the plaster, when we do the plaster walls, so behind that plaster the wiring is done. So now cost. For the low cost CTS batten wiring is done according to our requirement or according to what we afford. So that cost, at that particular cost, we can choose the wiring. Okay, so our cost is low, then we can go to batten wiring. For medium cost, we can go for casing and capping wiring. And if the consumer is going to pay more, or if we have more money, or if you want to invest more in this, then we can use PVC conduit wiring. Okay, so this is all about wiring. I hope you have understood this. If you have any doubt, then ask in comment section.